Okay, do another stream here. Streams are easier than doing videos, so yeah, it's still on what I just streamed about. If anyone hasn't heard yet, it's still relatively fresh. Twitter's going nuts. CD Projekt cyber attacked. It was a targeted attack. From what I could gather from the information that has been shared so far, it is aimed at their actions regarding the game you see on screen, CyberPunk. Me personally, I have a massive issue with it. It is the nudity sensor. Some people have got issues with, the petty crap, this particular mod for the gun only does 10% damage boost instead of the 12% damage boost. I couldn't give a turd about that. But everyone has the right to have a complaint about a certain thing. But either way you look at it, the game they promised, the game they actually sold us, is not the game we received. And I'm going to go off not performance-wise. Because by the looks of it, the cyber attack is... They've attacked the systems. They've copied all the data in regards to Cyberpunk, The Witcher 3, unreleased Witcher 3, and Gwent. They've also copied data for the like the administratives and stuff, all that sort of data. It's obviously targeted at what they've been doing to the customer base and their investors. A lot of people on Twitter aren't seeing that. They're just they are literally only seeing I'm a fanboy, I've got to defend them half the time. They're not seeing the fact that it's a targeted data attack, and that they've only attacked is from what I can gather through the statements from CD Projekt, GOG was not touched. So it wasn't an attack on CD Projekt in particular, it was an attack on what they're doing. The fact that, like for example, this nudity, it's in the game, but they are purposefully walling it off. There is a lot of stuff in the game that if they just take the walls down, unlock it all, give us our full nudity, give us all the other shit, a good chunk of people will stop being, like me, I would stop being upset with them. But as it stands right now, this is not even close to what I purchased. This is legally speaking illegal what they've done with this game. They are purposely withholding a product that I have paid for. They have technically they've shipped a defective product, but the defect isn't the performance, because I expected to be lacking on performance on PlayStation 4, which is the console I'm on. The defect part is I paid for, and they took the money for, and they labelled it as, in-game it's labelled as, an uncensored mature game. People are going to say, oh, but it is mature. Where? Sorry, just blowing someone's limb off and saying curse words, that's not maturity. Right? Where is the mature stuff? As in adult stuff, as in like, can I go out and get myself a girlfriend? Can I have a proper partner? Can I get a job? Can I pay my taxes? That's maturity, right? Which is what mature is. That is not in here. I can blow people's limbs off and swear at them. The uncensored part, the people are saying it is uncensored, you're an idiot. Anyone who thinks that this game is uncensored, look at the screen. That is not uncensored. Yeah, sure, it's uncensored in there, but that doesn't match. So that it is not uncensored. So anyone who says this game is mature and is uncensored, I'm going to say it bluntly, you're a fucking idiot. Right? It is not uncensored and it is not a mature game. RPG, very, very light. Very, very light RPG. Like, for example, if I can't get a job, have a partner, pay my rent or the registration on my vehicles or that sort of stuff, it's not mature and it's not RPG. Because that's the kind of stuff you do. Role-playing game. Role-play. So, in 2077, the year 2077, which this game is based in, what, you don't pay rent for your car? Your rego for your car? Registration? You don't pay rent or leasing fees? And apparently everyone showers with their underwear on. And these must be some super special underwear if you can have what they call in the game romance scenes with your underwear on. It's like, how is that mature? You literally, after you get the chip with Johnny Silverhand, you know, I'm going to fucking spoil the living shit out of it. When you get the chip with Johnny Silverhand on it, and you go through the cutscenes, I'm not going to go into details of the cutscenes, but Johnny Silverhand pretty much tries to murder you. You end up waking up in the shower, right? And I don't know about everyone else that watches this video, but when I have a shower, I do it naked so I can wash everything. But apparently at CDPR, being uncensored and being mature and being an RPG is showering with your underwear on. Because that's totally fucking normal. Not. So yeah, I bought a mature, uncensored role-playing game. I got an immature, censored light RPG looter shooter. And according to the law, that is fraudulent acts. That is ripping off your customer base. Illegally withholding the purchased product. The customer has the right to receive a working and correct product. Right? You don't go to the local gardening shop and go, I would like to buy a shovel please, and they go out and hand you a friggin' bucket. Because they can turn and say, oh, you can dig a hole with a bucket? Well, sure, you could. Just like, yeah, sure, you could play this, but it's not what I bought. I bought a shovel. Give me a damn shovel or a spade. Not a bucket. Seriously, what the fuck? So yes, gonna wrap it up. Again, CD Projekt got attacked, a cyber attack, a targeted cyber attack, and from what I can gather from everything I've read, not including the dumbass comments I'm seeing on, you know, there's some spazzes out there. Like seriously, they read like 2 lines and then just jump to conclusions. It's like, read the entire thing and then make this statement. Like, holy shit, people, do you not know how to read properly? It was a targeted attack at CD Projekt. From what I can gather, GOG was not touched. So they're not attacking the customers. They're not attacking the workers, right? So all the coders and stuff, they're not attacking them. They're attacking the company for the douche decision that they have made to fraudulently sell the incorrect and not working correctly product to the customer base. That is from what I can gather from the statements. They are ransoming off the data they have copied. They are saying, give us money or this, I don't know what they're demanding, but give us something to get the shit back. CD Projekt was stated, they are not going to cave, they're not going to pay, just like they won't give us our game. So stalemate there, and they said if you do not give us what we are asking, we will either leak or sell the product. So yes, this from what I can read is a directed attack at Cyberpunk, not necessarily at CD Projekt, but Cyberpunk, the game. The game's release and the way it has been handled, and not necessarily in its performance, but in its investor and customer handling. And like, I don't want to sound bad, but I'm actually on the attacker's side here because their customer handling right now is beyond disgusting. Like, if any other person treated their customer the way that CD Projekt are treating their customers, it's jail time. It's like, it's against the law. Customers have rights, and CD Projekt are blatantly ignoring the customer rights and handing out, to be blunt, defective and incorrect products. The defective part, they've almost completely fixed the defective part, but it is not the correct product. No one in the world is this Cyberpunk. This is again, as I said earlier, uncensored mature was Cyberpunk. This is censored and immature, so it is not Cyberpunk. Yeah, so the attack is aimed, from what I can gather, at Cyberpunk related issues. So all these people making stupid ass comments about the workers are going to get hurt. Well, if the workers get fired, right? If they're coders and also have to find a new job, technically that's not the attacker's fault and it's not the customer's fault. So if these people abusing the customers on Twitter, yeah, they're doing that. They're saying that the customers are wrong for wanting the correct product. It's like, go fuck yourself, idiot. And there's a difference between being disappointed and being ripped off. There's a difference. If I was just disappointed with the game, I just wouldn't play it. But I've actually been ripped off. It's completely different. Disappointing someone isn't against the law. Ripping them off is. I was ripped off, not disappointed. So to all the dickheads on freaking Twitter that are going, oh, yeah, your customers are just as guilty as the attackers. It's like, what the fuck, idiot? Right now we have cyber criminals attacking gaming developer criminals and dickheads on Twitter abusing the customer base for not caring that the fraudulent company CDPR are getting attacked. Like, seriously, what the fuck? I think it's finally starting to ease off. Nope, it's still going nuts. Like, no sudo will clear a full page of notifications. I clear it all. A whole page is back again. Admittedly, a lot of them are just likes to mostly normal comments, but some of them are likes to dumbass comments like, the customers are just as guilty as the cyber criminals. I said, what the fuck? That person needs to go to prison, man. Who says that a customer that got ripped off is as guilty as a cyber criminal who is attacking a fraudulent company? It's like, what the hell? Some people, they're just that fucking stupid. Yep, right. So everyone's up to date. Apparently people on Twitter are fucking morons. I'm not going to say all people on Twitter because there are a half decent amount of normal comments. But when you make the statement, so what? Somebody cyber attacking a business is just the same as... no, the statement was, so a cyber criminal attacking a fraudulent company is exactly the same, isn't exactly the same as a fraudulent company defrauding a customer. It's like, they're both criminal acts. It's exactly the same. Doesn't matter how severe the attack is. The cyber criminals attacked Cyberpunk. That's against the law. So, sorry. The criminals attacked CD Projekt, which is against the law. But CD Projekt defrauded their customer base, which is against the law. I'm sorry, against the law is against the law. So, to the person on Twitter who made a fucking dumbass comment, and apparently is getting 100 likes. So what, there's 100 dumbasses on the planet. Congratulations. World's doomed. We ain't gonna make it to the year 2077. Fuckwits like this. Okay. Clear my notifications. 15 minutes. Again, like my previous stream I just done. Cyberpunk, CD Projekt, got cyber attacked, hackers hacked them out, copied all their data, not just the game data, but some actual, you know, administrative data and stuff like that as well. There are some people on Twitter getting upset because we don't care, because they're defrauding us. So a criminal act against a criminal company. Like, so why should we care if we've been ripped off and this person's getting upset? Fanboy to the max. Dude, leave your little thing alone. Stop playing with it for 5 seconds and actually read the statements. Okay. Out of here. Again, take care of yourselves. Maybe stay off Twitter if you're following anything to do with Cyberpunk, because literally that's all I got Twitter for was Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, Conan Exiles, and to follow Volition, because the Saints Row, best game ever made, is in the works. So any information, I better get hold of it. It is going absolutely nuts. 50% of the time it's people liking statements, and then a handful of that is absolute moronic dickheads making statements like the customer that's getting ripped off is just as guilty as the people hacking CD Projekt, and apparently CD Projekt perfectly within the law, even though they are breaking the law by defrauding their customer base. So yeah. Alright, stay safe, take it easy, out of here.